Friends, welcome back to my channel Tectonic a Tonic of Technology. Today on my channel Tectonic a Tonic of Technology, I'm going to explain you inheritance in Java. So let's start. Quickly, I'm just going to open up BlueJ on which I'm going to explain you inheritance, how to use inheritance. First of all, guys, I'm going to explain you why we use inheritance, what is inheritance actually. So inheritance means like when we are, when we are taking some features from one ready-made class, or you can take here an example of your family. Like if you see your face, you might have inherited some features, from your mom, from your dad, from your grandma, from your grandpa. So it happens like, so this is same like inheritance. This is exactly same like inheritance, like when you inherit some features from one class and when you add on some more feature and when you design a new class, that is known as inheritance. So this I'm going to explain you a concept first, then I'll be explaining you how to code for this. So quickly I'm going to start my paint editor. I'm going to take you to a new sheet. Here I'm going to explain you, like for example, this is my class. This is my class, and in this class I'm having few data members and data functions and member functions, sorry. So here I'm just going to decrease the font size first of all, and then I'm coming up here. So guys, right, as we know that of each class, divided into two parts. The first is known as data member, another one is known as member function. So what I'm going to do here, right, I'm just going to create a data member in first half and then member function in second half. I'm just going to write here data member. So first of all, I'm going to explain you what do you mean by data member. Data member is same like your variables, like you can say which are the member of your classes, like the variables, or here you will be creating variables of some data type. For example, I'm just going to design a class and I'm taking an int a comma b comma c. I'm going to change the font size, and here I've written int a comma b comma c, means this is the name of my class. Like I'm just giving one name, so my class name is a. Guys, the same example I'm going to explain you through code which I'm writing here. So my class name here is base. I'm giving a name to my class as base. And in data member, I have taken ABC, and in member function, I'm going to write here the function. Guys, always remember in class, we have two parts. In first half, we always write data member, and second, we write member function. So here I'm going to add, this A and B, and I'm going to keep answer in C. So I'm just going to write here void get sum. Always remember, like from day one, from my first video, I'm explaining you, I'm keeping my focus on camel case naming convention. Like in each and every language, we have a standard. Like Java is a case sensitive language, so we need to follow its all standards if we want to prove ourselves as a good programmer. In form of standards I'm talking, so always we need to follow the camel case naming convention, which I've explained you in my first video crash course on Java also. Like whenever you give two words, like always remember the first letter of first word should be small, and then the rest all like first letter of all words should be capital. The same way I have written here get sum, it is a function. I'm going to put parenthesis, and this is done. So here what I'm going to do, like in base class, I'm going to take, three variables ABC. This is my data member. This is a member of my class. I have created a variables, and these data members I can use in my member function whose name is getSum. So what I'll be doing, like I'll be just designing one class whose name will be base. I will be taking here ABC. I'm going to print here getSum. And what do you mean by inheritance then? This, so we have done also, in our first video also we have done this thing. Then the what do you mean by inheritance, guys? The inheritance means whatever I have done in my base class. If my boss, or if the requirement of the project is I need to add few more functions in this class, in this base class. So what is the objective is, like I don't need to design this base class again. What I can do is I just can edit this base class. I can add more functions if I want, and I can use it. I can add data member also, and I can use this base, and I can use those extended features also. So I'm going to explain you now how we can use those extended features. So guys, here I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this because my class will be same as, like I'm having a base, and I'm going to paste it here. So guys, this is my class base. The name of this class is base. I'm writing here base. Why I'm writing here base? Always remember, whenever we are talking about inheritance, whenever we are talking about inheritance, so the class from where we are starting, that will be known as a base class, because I'm going to take up from here. And my new class where I'm going to edit the content, that will be my drive class. So that is the reason I'm going to give a name. Guys, you need to remember the terminology of inheritance. This is the same terminology you can use in your working environment also. So I'll be writing here, this is my drive class. So always remember, see the class, the place from where I'm starting, that is known as my base class, and the place where I'm just editing, few features where I'm just adding on, few more features in my first class, that is base class. That class will be known as drive class. What I'm going to edit here, for example, I have completed this base class, I have designed here already, get some function, but now the requirement of the project is change. It keep on change, every time you will be getting some new requirement from your clients, and that you need to do it. So what is the requirement? Like, my new requirement is I just need to add, get multiplication function also in the base class. So I'll be not going to disturb this base class. I'm going to, design a drive class. I'm going to connect this base class with this drive class, and I'm going to add one more function here without disturbing my base class. I'm just going to design one drive class, and here I'll be adding like void. The same criteria, the same recommendation I'll be following for this, and I have written here MUL, M is capital, opening parenthesis and keeping semicolon here. So guys, this is inheritance. This is known as inheritance, where I have inherited my base class into drive class, and I've copied my base class as it is here, and I've added one more function, that is void get multiple. Now, what do you mean by copy? If you are thinking we are going to copy like just how we copy in our normal, in our normal word editor, notepad editor, no, it is not like that. We are not going to copy like that. Inheritance, let me complete this, and I'm going to explain you like how you can copy. Like, what do you mean by copy? Actually, what I'm saying, like, you need to do copy, that I'm going to explain you. See guys, you don't need to copy. Actually, there is a keyword whose name is extends. The keyword is all enough when you are extending some feature from any base class. This keyword you need to add in drive class. How you need to add, I'm going to explain you. The moment you are creating your drive class, in the same line, you need to add one feature, not a feature, one keyword, reserved word, extends. After extends, guys, you need to write the name of the class which you want to inherit here, which you want to extend here, which you want to take up here, and you want to add few more features in that. So the name of my class is base. The name of my class is base. Why? Because I'm going to take up all features of my base class. I'm going to take up all features of my base class into this class, and I'm going to add few more features also. Like, the moment you write extends and the name of the class, you will realize that one dotted line is going to connect, from drive class to base class. It proves like inheritance is done successfully. You have connected with your base class, and now whatever you want to access, base class, whatever function, whatever you can access from your drive class. So guys, this is all about inheritance. Again, I'm going to explain you. Inheritance we basically apply when I want to, take my old feature and I want to add few more features in it, and then my inheritance class is done. This is like inheritance. This is inheritance. We are not going to design our base class again and again. This is again a feature of reusability also. Like, I have reused my base class and I've added few more things in it, and I'm going to use it. It is ready to use now. So this is all about inheritance. Like, this is my base class. I'm having only one function, get some. I've added one more function, get multiple. Now it is ready to use. How I can use? I'm just going to create an object of this drive class, and I'm going to access both of these functions. So quickly, I'm going to jump to BlueJ, guys, and I'm going to explain you how we can code. Whatever I've explained you, I'm going to explain you now how to code, how to convert that picture into programming way. So I'm just going to write here a term. First of all, guys, I'm going to explain, I'm going to create here my base class. As I've already told you that here I'll be creating two classes. Here I'm going to create two classes. One I'm going to create base class, another one I'm going to create drive class. Then I'm going to connect my drive class with my base class. So here I'm into my project, that is SSS. I'm just writing here base. B is capital. Always remember, we are still following, naming convention standard, and the class first letter should be capital. I'm just going to click on OK button. Here, this is my base class and it is done. You all can see this is my base class and this is created. The name is base. I'm going inside this class and I'm going to select entire text, and I'm going to select and I'm going to delete it. This is the all way we are programming from day one, guys. I'm not going to edit. I'm just going to select and delete entire thing. Now here I'm going to write my code. Guys, this is my class. Same way we are going to write, this is my class and the name of my class is base. I'm opening a bracket, closing a bracket. I'm coming inside. Here I have done. I'm going to come inside my base class, and here I'm going to declare my data member first of all. Here you can see my picture. In my base class, I've created three variables, a comma b comma c. The same thing I'm going to code here. Exactly the same thing. I'm just writing at a comma b comma c and terminator. Guys, let's come to the next line. I'm going to write here void get. S should be capital of sum. Always remember, you need to write here the function, whatever function you are writing here, please follow naming convention, because the same function we are going to access from drive class. So I'm just going to come to the next line. And here, if you want, you can design many functions, but I'm going to initialize a, b in my get sum function only. I'm just going to write here a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 8. And coming to next line, I'm writing here c is equal to a plus b, and I'm going to print here answer. So I've written here system dot out dot println. Here I'm going to print the answer for addition is. Guys, I'm going to use a concatenation operator to add my variable with my comment, and this is done. I'm putting a terminator. This is all done. I'm going to use here shift control I for a proper indentation. This I have done. So guys, my base class is ready. Now one more thing very important which I would like to share with you all, like please don't write here public static void main. We don't need to write public static void main. We always write public static void main there where we need to create the object of the class and we need to call the functions. So here we don't need to call the functions. Here we don't need to do anything. So here I'm not going to write public static void main. So guys, this is the same, like you can compare with the paint editor picture. Base is the name of my class. I have created 3 variables and function is also done, like get some function is also done. Okay, so I'm just clicking on compile button. You can see I don't have any error. I'm not going to run it. I'm going to design my next class. Now I'm going to work on my drive class. So quickly I'm going to my SSS. I'm clicking on my new class, and here the name of my new class is drive. I'm going to click on OK button. Quickly I'm going to jump inside drive in. Drive is the name of my class, selecting everything, deleting here, and start writing a code. So guys, I'm just going to write here drive, the name of my class. Now, if you remember in picture, I have told you, you need to write drive, extends the keyword, and then the name of that class which you want to inherit here, which you want to take up here. So I'm just going towards my drive class, and inside my drive class, I'm going to write here extends. Now, the name of my class, I'm going to write here base. I'm coming back to my next class, opening brackets here, coming inside. You can see like the moment I have written extends, it is connected. My drive class is connected with the base class. I'm just going to show it to you. Like you can see the arrow, it automatically comes in, like, you know, whenever you write extends, it will connect with your base class. So quickly, I'm just going to focus up here. So whatever I have done guys in base class, everything is connected with this drive class now. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to add here one more function. I'm going to write here void get mul for multiplication I'm using here. Okay, so a and b guys, a b c, whatever 3 variables I have declared in base class already, I don't need to again declare the variables. I can use the same variables which I have declared already in base. So I'm just going to initialize this a with one value, b I'm going to initialize with again with one value, C, I'm going to write here A multiple B. I'm just going to come back to the next line. I'm just quickly going to write here system dot out dot println. Println. Guys, always remember println, print. There are 2 different functions. With the help of println, you can change your line. With the help of print, you can continue in your line. Quickly, I'm going to open brackets here. I'm just writing here answer is answer for multiplication is. So I'm just going to put here this concatenation operator. I'm writing here C, coming to the end, I'm putting here parenthesis. That is terminator, because I'm going to terminate my line. Here I'm going to just delete my left blank, space. So I just can even use the shift control I, the indentation key also to arrange it properly. So guys, this is all done. So you all can see now I have created drive class extends with base, even I have written here get multiple also. I'm just going to write a public static void main. Why? Because I need to run it. If I need to run a program, I'll be creating the object of the class and I need to call the functions, and all these things I can do only in public static void main. So guys, I'm just going to write here public static void main. Now, one very important thing which I would like to share with all of you, with all coders, all with all those who are learning from my videos, those who are watching this video. See, I'm going to create the object of drive class. I have already told you when I was working on this that see, whenever you are designing guys base class and when you're inheriting your entire base class, when you're connecting it with drive class and when you're adding your new feature in drive class, it means now your full control is on drive. You need to control your entire program from drive, because from drive you can access your newly added function as well as the functions which you have taken up from your base class. This is the advantage. You can even create the object of base class also, but with the help of object of base class, you just can access, get some. You cannot access get multiple, because get multiple is defined in drive and we are going from left hand side to right hand side. Means once we have inherited base class into a drive class, we cannot go back. We just can do everything from drive class, because drive class is the one which is connected with the base class. Base class is not connected with drive. Drive is connected with base, because in drive we have written extends. So what is happening, like when I create the object of drive, I'll be able to access all the functions all. I'm just going to quickly write here drive. I'm gonna write here obj is equal to new. I'll be writing here a drive. I'm opening up brackets. Coming to next line here, I'll be writing obj dot. So guys, here I'm just going to write here get, S should be capital, following naming conventions. Coming to the next line, writing here obj dot y to right. I'm having get multiple. I can copy here. I just can copy, paste up here, opening brackets, semicolon is done. So guys, what I have done, I have written here drive extends base, because I'm connecting this base class with this. I have connected ABC I have already created, so I don't need to recreate it again. So in get multiple, I have initialized A, B, I have multiple, I printed. In public static void main, I have created the object of drive class and I called get some function also, which was defined in which was defined in base class already. Initialized A, B, and operation is also done. And when you write obj dot get mul means multiplication. So it will be calling up, from your drive class, because here you have defined. So guys, why to wait? Quickly execute. I'm just going to click on compile. You can see my program is compiled. I don't have any syntax error. I'm just going to run it now. Quickly, I'm going to jump on my project and I'm going to execute it. So I'm having my base class, drive class, guys. I'm just going to right click and I'm going to click on void main. So the moment you execute, you can see this answer for addition is 13 is coming from base class. And this answer for multiplication is 14. This is coming from drive class. So thank you so much for watching the video. This is interesting video, guys. Just practice this thing. If you have any doubt, please ask me in comment section. I'll be bringing up, a few more new interesting programs in my next video. And then I'll be teaching you in my next video how to use inheritance with multiple functions, with function overloading and with constructors. So keep coding, coders. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please click on a notification bell for receiving the similar kind of notifications. Please subscribe my channel and like this video. Thanks a lot.